President Trump is ordering all American citizens to take heed of and listen to his personal vow to never let America become Europe regarding migrants and refugees on his watch. The United States will not be a migrant camp, and it will not be a refugee holding facility, Trump vowed during a press conference. It won't be. You look at what is happening in Europe and other places, we can't allow it to happen to the United States. Not on my watch. That's a very strong and definitive statement from our commander-in-chief. It is his strongest statement yet during his term as president. It has really put undocumented illegal aliens on notice and is sending them running for the border. And it's an order and vow Americans can take to heart. The media has been wall-to-wall attacking President Trump and his administration for separating children from their parents at the border. Even though 10,000 of the last 12,000 children who came over that border did so without their actual parents. The left is trying to emotionally weaponize the issue with pictures of babies torn away from their mothers while breastfeeding. Not true. Children crying for their parents while in cages. Not true. And making comparisons to the Holocaust. At last count, the media had used Holocaust references 22 times to play on the issue. They are all using the very same talking points as well. The left has even won over some Republicans like Laura Bush, who compared the detention facilities to Japanese internment camps. That's also not true and hypocritical since her husband signed a great deal of this into law in 2008. Give President Trump his due, he's standing strong on the issue and in fact, as I understand it, ICE will be doubling down on their immigration raids, and the border will be tightened up even further. That's sure to drive the left right out of their minds. They've even got politicians going from facility to facility banging on the doors and demanding entrance so they can speak to the poor children. It's obscene and frankly, they should be arrested for it, or at the very least, barred from entry. When an American is convicted of a crime, their children are not sent to prison with them. Why should this be any different? And where are the tears for Americans permanently separated from their loved ones who were murdered by illegal aliens? President Trump is not going to bow to the propaganda of the left on this. He made a solemn vow to not let this country become Europe over immigration and refugees. This is one of the greatest reasons that President Trump was elected. Americans want illegal immigration stopped and our borders secured. They want unvetted refugees to stop flooding the country as well. And above all, they want the wall. We are a sovereign nation and Trump knows we will not stay one if we do not secure our borders. Trump is not anti-immigrant. All he is asking is what the rest of us are asking: follow the law. Come here the right and legal way just as everyone else does. You should also benefit this country, not hurt it by leeching off our state services. But make no mistake, Trump will do whatever it takes to protect our country, no matter how unpopular it is or how much liberals scream over it. Take a good, long look at Europe. They are being crushed under the weight of this refugee-migrant crisis. It's all manufactured to create compliant voting bases and to repopulate countries whose populations are dwindling. The left is trying to do the same in America, but we are a free nation and we are not so easily invaded or conquered as Europe is. Crime is off the charts in Europe. You couldn't pay me enough to go there these days and I would warn Americans to not travel there. It's just too dangerous. Europe has no stable borders anymore, and they are falling apart. Wars are started over such conditions and terrorism is rampant over there. President Trump sees a future where America is the greatest and freest nation on the planet. With secure borders and vetting, she can also be one of the safest nations out there. The Israelis get it, walls work and so does technology and enhanced security measures. We need borders, we need security, we need safety, Trump said. The president is well aware that the border issue became toxic under Bill Clinton and that George Bush did not help it either. He was progressively soft on illegal immigration. Barack Obama kicked it into high gear, and now Trump is cleaning up their mess. Congress is the one who must take action here to close loopholes and restore sanity to our immigration policies. But the Democrats are being obstructionists. They don't care about the poor children, they care about power and voting blocs. They also want to distract from the whole FBI mess currently unfolding on the Hill, and they want to make President Trump look bad as well. President Trump had this to say: "If the Democrats would sit down instead of obstructing, we could have something done very quickly." Good for the children, good for the country, good for the world. That's exactly right. Trump also said he would consider accepting even more immigrants, but only if we can focus on high-skills immigration. We are the only country in the world that doesn't, and we need to begin doing that. Before any of that can happen, the border must be strengthened and secured, and our immigration laws must be enforced. A country without a border is not a country at all. It starts at the border, and that's the way it is, Trump stated. Again, that is exactly right. And despite all the backlash, Trump is standing tall. He's ordering Americans to listen to his words because Trump keeps his promises.